I got shot up right there. I ended up getting shot up.
At what age?
I don't know, 19, 20, something like that.
Oh, really?
21, something like that.
You were just hanging out? You were just doing some regular shit?
I was living by myself already, where I was tattooing out of.
And you were just out in front?
No, I was. I walked across the street to right across Centinela. There was a liquor store there, and I went to go get a pisto. And I think my kid's mom was making dinner, and she's like, "Get some bread or something like that." I don't know what the fuck. So I grab a pisto and I grab the other thing she asked me to grab. And the homie that was at the register, he's like, hey, you gotta go, homie. You gotta go, fool. Them fools from Inglewood are here. You know? And I was so brazen that I was like, let me go get something else. I think I forgot something. And he was like, you know?
Your pride made you want to stick around to...
Now I was going to stick around.
Mm.
And yeah, sure enough, like 4 or 5 carloads pull up. And as I'm walking out, you know, hey, homie, where you from? Where you from? You know where you at? You know where you at? You know? You know where you at? You know where you at? And of course, they trying to make me say Inglewood. You feel me? I didn't say nothing. Lokes, gang. I'm from the Lokes. And I remember having my pistol, and there was like a little ass kid, like 11 years old. Where's he from? Where's he from? Where's he from? Bouncing and dancing around me. Where's he from? Where's he from?
What?
While old motherfuckers there, young motherfuckers there, all kind of motherfuckers.
And these are black dudes or Mexican dudes?
Raza.
Okay.
Raza. Inglewood 13.
Got it.
And so I did put my pistol, go across the street real quick, you know? And at that point, I'm thinking like, I'm either get cracked in the head, they're gonna, you know, something. But I thought, but I'm gone, right? I'm trucking. They banged on me. I banged it back. I didn't say what they wanted me to say, and I kept it pushing, you know. So I grabbed my brew but as soon as I crossed the street to get into the block, I went behind the palm tree, quick. I'm like, because what was gonna happen was they were gonna follow me. You feel me? Definitely, they were gonna follow me.
You knew how this was going down, yeah.
And they followed me. Right? I stood there for a couple minutes, and I go, fuck it, we're clear. And I start walking. I was like, off of the boulevard, it's like 2, 3, 4 houses there. The duplex is right there. So I walk, and I'm looking over to see if there was any lights. No lights, everything clear. As I get to the door, there was no lights because the Ramflas had the lights off.
Mm.
So they coming into the block with their lights off. Once I get to the door and I look over, yeah, they had rolled by and seen exactly where I went into.
Oh shit.
So later on that night, here, you know, knock on the door, boom, 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 boom.
And for the record, these are all dudes you never seen before? It's just Oh, okay. So there's like a little bit of buildup? Yeah.
Well, you know, Inglewood at the time was economically, if you still wanted to stay in the west side without getting gouged,
okay,
you had to go to Inglewood.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So there was different barrios in Inglewood that didn't necessarily function, you know what I'm saying? But you had to be there because it's what you could afford and still be in the west side.
Okay.
Right? So that was my story. It was like I was kind of there, but, you know,
right,
without going. So I jump into the pad, and I remember she's cooking, and I'm cracking this 40, and 2020's on. And I'm smoking his joint. And the door knocks, boom, 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 boom. And hey, homie, hey, come here. And I go, oh, yeah, hold up. And I was like, I don't know who that is at all. So as I get up to go get, I had a little sawed-off, go up to go get the sawed-off in my room. Boom, I hear the door break open, a little screen door, and it was dark. The light wasn't on outside, but you could see him into the pad because it was summer. The screen was closed and no light outside. You can't see out there, so all I could see was like a figure with a hoodie. Yeah, hold on, homie. Hey, homie, Kyle, come here, homie. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get my sweater. I'll be right there. I run into the cuarto to get the trueno. Boom, you hear the door. You hear my kid's mom screaming. She's home, my daughter. You hear her screaming. And I thought, fuck, all these motherfuckers are in my fucking house.
So a bunch of dudes ran up in there.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
To my mind, that's what immediately came to mind. Everyone is inside my house. Now, mind you, I don't know, right? It's just coincidental that all of this happens at the same time. You know? Coincidental, you know? Jammed up by the homies, and then this happens, you know? So, not to say that that's what happened, like who that came from or whatever, but that's what happened that night.
Right.
Right? That's how things developed that night. So, I'm in the closet, right? At this point, I'm in the closet getting the thing, and he's already in the room. So by the time I turn around, he got a rag on his face. He got a hoodie on low. He got his hoodie on. And I look, and yeah, he's holding a shotgun too.
Wow.
And I'm halfway inside the closet, grabbing the trueno, as I'm looking, and he sprays me right then and there. Boom. Right? As he's partially in the door and I'm partially in the closet. And he runs out. And I casually walk out. I could hear my kid's mom screaming more.
Uh-huh.
She's screaming like hell, right? And when I walk out, her face changed. She was in distress and she smiled like she couldn't believe I was still standing there. But when she looked at my stomach,
that's where he shot you?
Her face changed again.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. There it is.
Her face changed again. You feel me? It changed again.
And so...
And she went into distress, and I just couldn't believe that I got blasted in my stomach. And I'm walking out trying to keep my composure, right? And I'm just looking at my little homie lived in the house right next door. And he runs out. He runs out with the trueno. And by then I'm already in the porch, and I'm sitting there like kind of laid back a little bit. And I'm in and out, and he's like, "Where'd they go? Where'd he go? I don't know. That way, I don't know." And
you got over revenge in exchange for I need to get to the fucking hospital or something like right away, or were you still focused on like, no, I'm gonna go blast these dudes?
Nah, like the time that had passed,
they were probably
he was
gone.
not gonna be successful in finding nobody.
Right.
So why send them on a goose chase?
But
he
you
went
like,
that way. He went that way.
Are you pouring blood and shit?
Nah.
It's not that bad.
No, it was bad, but it wasn't. It was weird. It was all cooked up and black, and because it was so close.
Oh, wow.
You feel me? So, big gaping hole. And then I go to MLK, Martin Luther King, Killer King, the famous Killer King.
Why do they call it that? Because
a lot of gang members never survived the surgeries and trips to the ER there.
You think that's partially because the hospital doesn't care?
Hospital didn't give a fuck. When I got there, I was sitting there for 4 hours before they even fuck with me.
Shut the fuck up.
4 fucking hours.
4 hours in the emergency room?
So when you see a movie where they say, let's shoot him in the gut, a cowboy movie, and they say, let's shoot him in the gut and leave him to die. That's because the motherfucker ain't gonna die right away. He's gonna sit there and it's gonna be a while.
What the fuck? Do you think that still could happen now? You show up at the hospital and make you wait 4 hours after a gunshot wound?
There was several guys with abdomen shots that night.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd at least like be able to send you somewhere else or something.
Nah, I was stuck there.
Wow.
And I was tripping and I'm cussing and yelling. We going back and forth, and you could tell, and even till this day, you have to advocate at the hospital. You have to advocate. You gotta be like,
you can't just sit there.
Nah, we just had a birth this last year. My little girl, God bless, we had a little girl, and she almost didn't make it, homie. And the attitude at the hospital was like we only following protocol.
Really?
We're following protocol, and if you don't feel like it works out for you, then, and that's not the case, homie. You got to be diligent with serving that person that's going through a very unique and memorable and important moment. It's not like, and look it up, homie. Brown people die giving birth more than white people.
I heard that, yeah.
Why? It ain't because of some genetic shit, homie. It's because we're not served properly.
Mm.